Good morning, Vegas. Free, free. It's feeling free over here. Morning, car girl. I miss you. I like seeing your smile in the morning. Derek Anderson, I'm glad you're here. Thank you. We're reading a Derek Anderson email in a few minutes. Good morning, Mushmouth. My man. Sandy and Royce. Billy D. Green and Tin Can. I'm shining from the west down to the east. In a day now. In a day now. I shall be released. Now that's some playing in the downtown joint. Man needs protection. This fall. So high up the wall. Come shining from the west down to the east. Day now. Any day. Good morning, Jim Partner Hayes. Shall be released. Anthony, I'm loving my man. Oops, there's Eddie. Wow. Give me some thumbs up for the music. Give me some thumbs up for the music. Give me some thumbs up for the music. It's a tea crew all day long. We can sing along. If it's a tea crew song. Shouting loud, now that he was framed. Come on, share. Come shining, Kent. Down to you. Kent, you got a chocolate donut from everybody. Sit down and have a chocolate donut. We don't give out powdered donuts. Any day now, I shall be. I hope Kent's happy here. Any day now, released. Oh! Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. I shall be released. I am released. Are you guys? Okay, so let's get the morning started. Good morning, Kent. Good morning, Kenty, Kenty, Kent. I received yesterday. Good morning, Dumbbud. I received yesterday. I don't know where this glare on my glasses is coming from, but I hope you guys don't mind, please. Yesterday, I received, as usual, we give out these prizes here and we ask for people to send us their addresses. And they do. Good morning, Greenie. Trippy, that's what it is. I'm just shining. You're hilarious. And they send me their addresses and we try to get them their tracking back and boop, get them off in the mail. Doing a good job of it. You guys are doing a great job. A few weeks ago, I had to yell at you guys all the time because I was tired of waiting for addresses. Now I get them right on time. And I mean that. You guys deserve a big thumbs up. You've made things incredibly easier at our end to both get them out to you. So great job. Thank you. Then once in a while, you'll get a message that tells you something else. So I actually have 2 emails I'd like to read to you guys this morning, if that's okay. Just to get things started, and then we're going to talk about microdosing. And we have 3 things that we want to give away to you guys today. Okay, whose birthday, D. Anderson? I think I already know it's Carrie's birthday. I know it's Carrie Crago's birthday, and we're saving it. It's written down. Somebody said Pop Croons was going to drive by. I don't know if he's going to stop, but he might come. He might be singing in the window or something. We'll see. Kent, you're welcome for welcoming us. Thank you. You're going to love it here. You're going to love it here. Happy birthday to Carrie. Pretty soon, I think, I've heard, the rumor is Pop Croons is going to drop by. Because somebody important in Carrie's life made the appointment. Who could that be? Who do you guys think that is? Who made the appointment for Pop Croons to stop by and say happy birthday to Carrie? Perhaps sing it. Yesterday I got this message from my friend Patrick. I choose to read this one out loud for 2 reasons. One, it's going to give me a chance. Who do you think set up the happy birthday call for Carrie? Who do you think? Carrie, I bet you haven't had this many people say happy birthday to you by 7 o'clock in the morning in your whole life. I think she's in Arizona, you guys. I think she's in Arizona. She's probably like, what are you guys over there, Carrie? 7 o'clock? 7 o'clock? And I'll tell you guys who set up the birthday. Free writes to me this morning. My buddy Free. So, hey. Psst, hey, Pops. It's Carrie's birthday. Psst. I'm like, okay. Let's write that down. Excuse me, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, Carrie? Wow, 6:10. Okay. So let's answer these questions, okay? And then we'll get back to you. Was that Gula free? Okay. This is awesome. Now I have 2 more questions, Pops. One, what are the Bluebird capsules comprised of? We're going to cover that one more time here real quick. Not as a commercial. Do I sound cold? I'm freezing. I'm freezing. Yesterday, the gas went off in our house. The natural gas that does the water heater, the house heater, all of that. Can't even know, I don't even know why, but I know that somebody's house in Detroit also blew up from somebody working across the street. And literally, they were changing a gas line across the street, some random house across the street over there, boom, blew up. The guy in there is like in critical condition. I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared to call the gas company. Okay, but we did. And we promise we'll have a crew out there by 10 o'clock last night and get you hooked back up. Nobody showed up. Oh, we'll be there by 10 tonight. So we'll see. Sandman, it was into like the 7 Mile area. It was into the city. Literally, guy's house blew up so there's gas issues going around here and I'm scared. You guys pray that Pops' house doesn't blow up. Okay? So in the meantime, I'm freezing and we're only allowed to use this much cup of hot water because the water heater is going to go down. Anyways, doesn't life just keep happening no matter what happens, right? Back to the question, what are the bluebirds? Let's go real quick. We've been showing this on our IG for the last couple of days because it's so unique. This really is pretty cool. This particular jar of colonized spawn, we started with rye. This is Brock's handiwork. We inoculated it with we inoculated it with some liquid culture from Sandman here, and you could get this on DetroitMushLab.net if you want. And this was, anyways, what we did was he lets this colonize completely, eating in and of itself. It could have easily been used 2 weeks ago to start a tub. But no, we're going to keep it, and we're going to keep it growing. And it keeps growing such that it starts eating in on itself, where it's not even stuck to the jar anymore. You see how loose it can be even in the jar, right? So it's already breaking itself. It's already eating in and of itself. And mushrooms do what they always do. If they have a clear bottom, this is one of the reasons we use liners. When we want something to fruit, we will put a liner here so it doesn't fruit at the bottom. And it'll force the fruit out of the top. When you leave mushrooms to their own devices, what they do is they'll always grow at the bottom. I don't know why, but they love to find the bottom crevices and they love that. These mushrooms, Brock has been freaking out about. These are the mushrooms that you see in the real world that you see mushrooms sometimes breaking up through concrete cracks and asphalt. We know through research that mushrooms can literally move concrete from underneath. They can literally grow and create cracks in asphalt, right? They have an inert strength to them that if they're choosing to fruit, by goodness, they're going to fruit, right? That's what these guys have done. We never touched this jar, right? This jar was the grain was always at the very bottom of this jar. These fruits started growing here, and guess what they did? They started moving the fruit up the jar. I mean, the whole stack starts moving up. They're sitting down there going, "Rrr." They're pushing all of that as they're eating it. They're pushing it. Amazing. And then as it's eaten in on itself, it's gotten looser and looser and easier to do. So, back to the thing. We will take this exactly like it is now, because there's no doubt in our mind, after much anecdotal research, I'm not taking anyone else's word for it out there, anything that I've read, anything. We did the research ourselves, and we found that we can take this, and then at this point here, we're going to freeze dry it. We can get it out of here. It's fruiting. We believe that there's psilocybin content in this. There is not as much psilocybin content as, for example, there is in this by volume. This one's going to have more psilocybin content, just through the fibers and stuff like that, and we can kind of prove it to ourselves because we see that bluing and bruising. This still has psilocybin content in it, more than you think. It also has all the supplemental values besides supplement that we get from mushrooms. This process, by the way, is the way that the big growers of rishis and just all of those mushroom capsules that you see at the health food store, they don't grow all of that out to cordyceps, stuff like that. They don't grow that all the way out to fruit. They take it at this point here, myceliated spawn. They're not looking for it to have a psilocybin content either, because that kind of mushroom doesn't. So they're good. Once it reaches a point like this, now they're going to start processing it. They don't wait till it fruits. So we have two different things that we offer. We offer one that's after it's fruited, and then it's ground, and then we turn it into capsules. Then we offer a second one, and that is we're going to take this and we're going to process it like the commercial growers do, and we're going to offer it to you all ground and processed and in bluebird capsules. That's a long answer to a question. What are the bluebird capsules? They are the myceliated, heavily myceliated, already fruiting, psilocybin contented spawn that we grind. That's what they are. Do they work? Yes. Yes, they do. It's a different work. You must try to see. We've also, because I always highlight this. I want to highlight this. We sell the for donation. We sell the spawn capsules at considerably less than the fruit capsules. Why? Because it costs us less to do it. Just like the big manufacturers, it costs them less to do it than if they'd have taken it all the way to fruit and ground that and given it to you. So they have cheated and come up with a shorter, faster way to get you the product. Oh, they didn't change their price any. They're still all the way as high as they think they can charge you. If we find a way to do something cheaper, we have to give that away. That's not something we're looking to make money doing any of this. The idea is to give you two options now. Try fruit fruit caps, and then why don't you try spawn caps too? They affect you a little bit differently. At the end of the day, they don't have as much of a psychoactive compound to them, but they have more of a body compound to them. And I almost am seeing, I'm never going to tell you to take these as painkillers, because I've not seen mushrooms being used that way often. However, the reviews that we get on the blue capsules is they help your body issues. Some of those little aches and pains and things like that that you are experiencing, understand that these are probably a good place to go. The fruit capsules, I feel like, help me be creative and also stay in touch with my emotions. Sometimes I can become a hard rock. You guys don't know that about me. I get that drill sergeant mentality. I get the, you stand up, buck up, get with it, up and double do. And, I get like that in my brain, and it's not a place I like. I like a softer version of me. You know what I mean? I like a version that's like, oh, learning to hug people. Hey, where I came from, you didn't hug people. No. No. Don't hug. All right? Oh, you're in my bubble, dude. Yeah, hug a pretty girl, but back in the make your bed days, okay? So, I have to fight that. And I'm honestly, one of the greatest things for me on the microdosing is how I get more in touch with my sensitivities. And I'm less of a dickhead. Okay, so the first question was, what are the Spawn and Bluebird capsules comprised of? And I took an hour and a half to answer, okay? The second is a sort of more personal question. What type of things, besides fishing and mycology and your motorcycle, are you into? I tried to talk to Citizen Scientist, Censored Citizen, but he wasn't quite sure either. This is a great question. It made me think. It's a really good question. First of all, it's such a kind thing for you to ask. Because, I'm not out there asking you, so it's sweet to care enough to ask. But you know what it did? It made me think. Gave me a time for reflection before I could answer. What am I into? What is Pops into? And you already know him. He says, besides growing mushrooms, mycology, fishing, what am I into? I really did. It gave me a beautiful minute of reflection. It did. And here's the truth. Here is the absolute truth. And this, please don't make this, Pops is not trying at this moment to be holier than thou, floating around or anything. I promise, I'm not. But I did think about this, and it gave me a complete, I used to be into me. I used to be into me. I made a lot of money, and I spent a lot of money on me. I only had one son, and my wife, she made her money, and I made mine. And I'd spend it flying and racing and traveling and on me. Clothes, boats, toys. I was so into me. And I don't even know where the cutoff. I think I was maybe at 60 when I was I don't even spend a dime on myself anymore. I try not to. If I make anything, I want it to just fritter away. If I have an extra, I want to spend it on, I have to help somebody with it. It's a complete, I don't know where the transition, that's not, I don't understand it all the time. I don't ask for anything. I don't want anything. I don't ask for anything. I have everything guy in the whole world. I'm just into growing mushrooms, going fishing, and learning how to be a better, have more friends, help more people. And I like to read a lot. That's one thing that wasn't on the list. And I'm going to be working more on my writing. I'm going to be working more on my writing. I want to write stuff. I'm so excited and feel so incredibly amazing to see your something, even it's a little 30-page book. I was looking through it. Kindle did a terrible job of publishing it, where you can go and look, but you can't really buy it. It looks really homemadey on there. It looks homemadey. Honestly, the printed version's not as homemade. But I want to do another book, too. I'm going to do the old, maybe I should do some chapters of Pop's life. Not because everybody in the world wants to hear it, but you know how much therapy there would be in writing it? That's what I'm thinking. And I might, I keep trying to figure out a way to do it with Brock, where Brock's actually the writer, and I get to do the lazy part and just like talk into a dictaphone. You know what I'm talking about. I just dictate. So, I was 7. I woke up in bed, grabbed my transistor radio, and turned on the Dodger game. It was 1968. Vin Scully was announcing that Don Sutton had just... I don't know where I'm going. Okay. But I don't want to actually time it. I don't want to be the timer guy. I like, somebody wrote to me, a couple of people said, Pops, take your our Grow Mushrooms book and do an audio book on that. Okay. I would really like to show my appreciation for you and gratitude. You have been such an influential person in my life. See, this is what I want to be more. For the last 2 years now. And honestly, I don't know how to show my gratitude. This is from Patrick still. Thank you is not enough. And the work you do, Pops, I hope you know you're a godsend. You helped fix a young man's life and set him on his path in life. I read these to you guys, not as a Pops pat, but as you guys are doing this too. Work harder at it, do your best, and you'll be getting messages like this every day of your life. And you know what they do? They make you want to do more. This is my favorite line in this. That's the only reason I'm reading this one out loud. Wait for it. Okay. I wish I could catch more tea time, but whenever I get the chance, I listen to my Handsome Pops Soothing Radio Hour. That's the new name of our show, by the way. Patrick just renamed the show. It's called the Handsome Pops Soothing Radio Hour. Okay, I hope you guys don't mind, but we're going with that. There will be in blinking lights up here. Next, and we're picking one up. There's going to be blinking lights up here telling you the title of the show. All right? You know, I'm going to say it anyways. When I first started watching you, and I always heard that you say, all Pops does is sprinkle some spores here and there and plant seeds. And I thought to myself, oh, great, here comes another fruitcake. 2 years later, I don't know how much mycelium myself and some of the other mush fam spores have grown our mycelium. So I hope you and Brock all the best. Okay. Handsome Pops, Soothing Radio Hour. I'm good with that. What am I into? I guess I'm still into myself. Let me read one more. This one's super sweet and super kind. Can I read one more to you guys? Is that okay with you? And I'm telling you the reason we read these again. You can have your own Handsome Pops Radio Hour, put in your own name. Start your own. The handsome Choop and Doop Radio Hour, right? The handsome Billy D's Soothing Radio Hour, okay? This one came from Derek Anderson. If you guys remember yesterday, Derek Anderson, who's been a kind supporter of this show for a long time, and he and Brock have developed a relationship that's really neat. Every once in a while, bloop, there's just something rando in the mail. Brock's name's on it, and I'm like, oh, I give it to Brock, and it's something from Derek Anderson. I don't know what's going on there. They're friends. Do you remember the book yesterday? Derek Anderson won this book. Legit, fair and square. He sent me, we ask for addresses when people send you their book. That's what I need. So he sent me this. Hey, Pops, I won the book today. And I already have the book. I have a more important version. To me, it's because it's the one you put together with the spiral ring. He has one of the OGs. He has one of the very, very first ones that we did with the spiral thing. That's pretty cool. That's way cool, Derek. It's the book I'm most proud of. And I'll see you at a Mush Fest and get it autographed with a picture. You can send it, this book, and I would 1,000% appreciate it, but it would make me happier for someone else to get a chance to read it. Maybe you know someone that doesn't have the money for the book, but you know they'd benefit from it. You're a good man, Dee. Maybe next you could write a book how you have shepherded an untold number of wrong program broken people into kindness ambassadors. See, that's the new book. Shepherded an untold number of wrong program broken people into kindness ambassadors. I cried when I read that the first time. Last night. I was like, oh, that's so kind. If I were to write down all the improvements and how I've grown in my life since I found your tea with Pops, it would be thick as a book. I love your impeccability and accountability, even though you've been a little hard on yourself lately. After I read that, I said, he's right. I've been kicking my ass made a mistake at a party. I've been kicking my ass for a week and a half. I needed, thanks. I needed that. I needed that. Thank you. I don't have to be hard on myself. Thank you. I can't talk. About 12 years ago, I got terribly drunk and I went to a comedy show. I wasn't a heckler or nothing, but I wasn't interested in being there, and my volume was up to 10. I still feel so much shame for ruining those people's nights then, again, that I probably forgot about it long before I ever will. I mean, they have forgotten about it long before I ever will. He's still suffering his shame for ruining people's night at a comedy show because he was loud and drunk. 11 years ago. 12. And you know darn good well, he said they've all forgotten about it except himself. That was a great example, Dee. Much love, my friend Derek. I needed that from Derek. Thank you. I love you, bro. So, those are a couple of great letters that we got. We read those to you guys for a reason. We understand. Still hang around. I still hear that, I just got a quick note that Pop Croons is still on his way to the studio. Pop Croons could still, but he said he wouldn't stop in. He wouldn't stop in, thank you, Dee, until there were a few more likes popped up on the board. He feels not liked for some strange reason. Derek, I want you to give this book away right now. Figure out a way to give this away right now. Do a little contest or pick somebody, or you guys all beg Derek and Derek will choose, or somebody that doesn't have the money, tell Derek or something. You guys decide before the end of the show. Somebody tells me, Derek, who I'm sending this to and who I'm going to sign it to. Okay? Mushmouth, you know what? Those trophies got lost in the mail. It's the first time it's ever happened from Amazon. They got lost, and they gave me a refund, so I haven't reordered them, strangely enough. Okay? You guys beg Derek. Beg him. Get on your hands and your knees, and you bet. No, I'm kidding you. Just, he'll give it away to somebody. Don't worry about it. I'm going to heat this up, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about microdosing. Happy birthday to Carrie Craig. Oh, happy birthday. She's the girl we all know. She can have a wonderful day if she says it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Carrie. Carrie Craig. Oh, happy birthday. We think you should know that we want you to have a good time. We hope you have a glass of the best wine, and that free, and you can share a little day where you're both aware that it's your birthday. Carrie Craigo. Some people say Craigo. Good. Happy birthday, Carrie. Happy birthday. Pop Crooms was in the house for a moment. Okay. Jesus Christ. What are you talking about? You know you have a split personality too, bro. Okay. Happy solar return. Yeah, happy one trip around. Oh, Vegas is saying give it to the birthday girl. Vegas, that's pretty darn smart. Vegas is trying to give the book away to the birthday girl. Okay. You know what? Never mind. Vegas, I like your idea. I'll send one to the birthday girl. I'll send one to Carrie. No, I'm sending one to Carrie. Derek, still give one away to somebody else. Still give one away to somebody else. You're not off the hook, bro. No. You're not getting off the hook that easy. We still have 2 more things that we're going to give away today. 2 more. Okay? No. Oh, she says I already have the book. I already have it. Okay, Carrie, well, forget that then. I'll send you a birthday present. Okay? I'll send you a birthday present. Oh, by the way, I'm sending Derek Anderson. D, I looked for your address because I was going to surprise you since you gave the book back. I was going to send you something else, but I don't have your address because you didn't leave it. So, D, Derek Anderson, please send me your address anyways. You're not getting the book, don't worry. You're getting something else, okay? And Carrie Crago, or free, send me an address for you. Okay? Just a little something, something. I gotta take care of the hand. Real quick. Let's do this. We got 20 minutes. Then we have giveaways. I've seen my light come shining from the west. Good morning, Brandy Ann. I appreciate you, Free, more than you know. Here we go. The benefits of full dose psychedelics. The benefits of full dose psychedelics. I'm going to read this today. This is the benefits. Tomorrow, because we want to cover this fully. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the challenges. Now this is full dosing, not micro. We're going to get into micros after that. But let's talk about full dosing. And we're going to talk about today the benefits. And we're going to talk about tomorrow the challenges. Okay? Give me 5 people that think that's reasonable, that's what you'd like us to cover right now. You guys ready for that? It's about time we got to class. We spent a lot of time at recess, don't we? Get to class. While more than 1,000 early studies linked psychedelic use with beneficial effects, there was a 40-year pause on psychedelic research following the prohibition of these substances. Despite continued prohibition, modern research has revealed the promising potential of LSD and psilocybin for treating alcohol and tobacco dependence. This article is extremely good in that it cites all its sources. So at this point right here, it's actually citing 5 different studies that back up that statement. So throughout this article, she's adding footnotes that are sourced. And it's fantastic because I've gone back and I've looked at a few. I haven't looked at every single one of them, but I just wanted to check her sourcing. And boy, is there a lot to learn when you do that too. All right. So the promising potential of LSD and psilocybin for treating alcohol, tobacco dependence, depression, and end-of-life anxiety. This is becoming one of the really big ones right now. And I'll tell you one of the reasons why is it's extremely controllable and the market's growing. I'll tell you what we're talking about. End-of-life anxiety. It's happening over in England right now. There's an Oxford University and some ancillary programs around it are creating this end-of-life therapy place. And especially people that have a terminal disease, cancer or something that you know, and you've tried most of the remedies and you're probably, your clock is ticking. The quality of that life is probably a very difficult quality of life. A lot of people seek peace at that point, and it's probably not an easy thing. They have found and are continuing to find through using it and actually doing it, that people that take one hero dose in the correct set and setting with a counselor walkthrough, and they actually have a program that they're using, that these people will, after having gone through this one session, after one session of this, This is my huge dose, huger than Pops has ever taken. They visit a place and they come away with an awareness that being anxious about the end of your life is not they're able to not cure it, but Mike's saying that they get reset. There's people come away with a peace and an understanding that is we can't understand it because we're not going through it. We just get an explanation. And I'll tell you what's happening with an outfit with that kind of thing. Think about it. The baby boomer generation, that's mine. Look at this color of my hair. We're dying. We're the graying, dying generation right now. The people that are 65 to 85, the people that are 60 to 80, we're the ones that are going to be standing in line saying, hey, can I have some of that anxiety, end-of-life anxiety therapy? Booming market. Huge market. Now, of course, I get mad because I don't want you to make money off of it, but I'm not going to be the guy that argues with the therapists about what they charge. I just am glad something's available for the people. Does that make sense? I'm not going to judge unless it's just out and out right. I mean, come on, gouging the hell out of people, which we'll see. We'll see some of that. But darn it, if there's some place that we can go and it's going to be offered, and I'd love to see those kind of retreats, but darn it, a place that it's like, man, I'm on Social Security. I can't afford it. Well, come on in anyways. Let's get you dosed up and let's get you reset. Right? End of life anxiety. It's also shown great promise for treating post-traumatic stress disorder. I told you guys, a friend of mine, I told you I have many stories. Psychedelics can also increase openness and occasion a mystical type experience in healthy controls. As full dose psychedelics appear to aid in the relief of severe, chronic psychiatric conditions, such as depression, anxiety, and PTSD, milder mental health concerns may plausibly be treated by lower recurring doses. So it's making sense. If we can make an impact on some of these severe chronic mental issues by a huge dose, why, it makes sense that we might be able to control them a little bit with milder controlled doses. This is especially worth considering if certain full dose outcomes are found to rely on purely pharmacological mechanisms rather than on phenomenological experiences. In other words, if we can prove that it's actually affecting our brain and it's doing things in a healthy way to change brain patterns, neural connections, serotonin connect. If we can prove that, why, it would make sense to try to maintain or control that. And we can prove it. That's where the research has been in the last 15 years, since 2006. We're graphing it. There's graphs of brains mushrooms, pre-psilocybin use, and after. Pre-LSD use and after. There's an outfit down in Dallas, Texas, that is doing this. They're brain mapping when people are on psychoactives and psychedelics. They're doing a brain map down there. They haven't been allowed to do it yet, but the doctor, the guy that's running the whole program down there, literally can't wait till he can and start using in his therapy, because they're taking people that have all of these trauma and stress issues, even brain injuries, and healing their brains. I think to myself, oh, once your brain's dented, that's it. No. We can heal and reactivate areas of our brain. We already know that because we see people they're like vegetables. They were in a car accident. They should die. You should pull the plug. Well, we didn't pull the plug on that one. Look at him. He's a medical miracle. He's walking around. He looks like it never happened. It just took 2 years of re-therapy. Grinding away at it. Learning to talk again. Learning to walk again. I guess our brain can grow again. I guess our brain can heal. And shame on anybody, Pops included, that used to think, oh, this is just for the kids that want to party. I used to sell it for that reason only. When I was a kid. Let's party. And then last weekend, that's what I used it for. Let's party. This stuff is healthy and real, and it works. And we've proven it over and over and over. Now what do we do with it? Limiting microdosing research to topics that have been investigated in full dose research could prematurely overlook unpredicted and potentially distinct microdosing outcomes. Full dose research has employed various focal assessments of symptomology, mood, and personality that are likely applicable to microdosing research. If they've changed your mood in a macro, in a hero dose, it's likely that they are at a microdose level, just not as much. Due to low doses and lack of perceptual alteration intended in microdosing, other full dose phenomena, such as ego dissolution and mystical type experiences, are less relevant. Listen to what that just said, because it happens. It happens to us a lot. Pops, they didn't work. Your capsules didn't work. You're trying to get high from them. That's not what they are. You're getting at a very small dose, a controlled amount. Just enough to be your Fred Flintstone vitamin in the morning. That's what a microdose is. And is it working in your body? You bet it is. You're not even supposed to feel it. Duh. You're not. If you're feeling it, you're beyond a microdose. Now you're at maybe a museum dose or something else. If you're looking to feel it, nobody's saying that's wrong. You're going to feel more of it the more you take. All of those Zolofts and those antidepressants and all of that other stuff, that's some crazy, sick medicine that people are fabricating and big pharmacological companies, pill presses, billions of these things coming out. They cost these people less than a penny to make, and they're charging you $10 a pill, and some of it's doing the exact opposite it's supposed to, and some people are like, well, I don't feel it, so I'm going to take another one. It is, man, what is going on with the psychiatric drugs out there make me sick to my stomach. I'm going to give you an example. 1 second. Very, very sweet, good man, good friend of mine. But he will admit he has mental health issues. It's not anybody's fault. We're born with these broken wires and these systems that don't fire. And we're born And then we're also programmed into it even more. And then we're taught, and then we go to a psychiatrist or the doctor, and they say, take this pill. What they should say is go fishing, be kind, and maybe pop a mushroom microdose once in a while. See if your life changes. Boom, that worked. That worked way more than a Xanax. Especially because if I took one Xanax, I probably took 10. Hold on one second. This gentleman, this friend of mine, I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to say, let's step away from that and let's put this in there. And he's going, it's working. It's working. Let's step away from this. Xanax is like recreational dementia. That's for RX. Listen. I just threw my Ambien, my Xanax, and my Restoril in the trash. In the trash. Microdose. That isn't like I get up every day and I'm gonna I'm flying to the moon like on a mush pest. Look out, Pops, here I come. Our microdosing is supposed to be a very, very small, virtually undetectable. And yet you know it's there. I know it's there. When I microdose, I am more sensitive. I will cry easier. I don't walk around weeping, but if something hits me, I'm like, oh. That was a micro. I'm more sensitive. I get more creative. Bananas. What can I do with a banana? How can I turn a banana into, if I freeze-dried bananas, ground those up, ground them with mushrooms, and I put them in a capsule, would I have banana caps? And would they be, you'll never stop? That wasn't the Pops before. The Pops before was, how can I make money and spend it on me? As a means of preparing a broad range of outcomes, the present work solicited open-end reports of benefits and challenges. Additionally, as psychedelic substances act on distinct yet overlapping neural receptor sites, it seems plausible that distinct patterns could emerge for different substances. The present study thus includes microdosers who used LSD, psilocybin, or both. We're going to go on and continue to talk about this study and talk about the challenges of full-dose psychedelics. Tomorrow, we will cover the challenges of full-dose psychedelics. What's mentioned great is when she sources at the end of her statements, you can go through and you can go back to her chart and her appendix, and you can see, and man, some of these things where she's getting her information from are just just bring it all together. Study this stuff so you can know that what you're doing is good or bad. You know what? Man, I want to make up for a lifetime of teaching something that is, when I really studied it, found out, what a crock of shit. I don't want to spend any more time of my life telling people crocks of shit. Like, I want to know that it's real. When I know it's real, I get woo, crazy about it. So what am I into? I'm into helping people grow. I'm into fishing, growing. I also want to see business opportunities become available for people in the mycology. That's it. I want to see, because I have a business mind. I've always been that guy, but I'm always using it, to make the yacht. I want nobody to have a yacht anymore. I want us all to have our own rowboats. Right? We should all have our own rowboats with maybe a little trolling motor on it so you don't have to row all the time. And we should fish more. Okay? You guys, I have to do 2 giveaways. So you guys ready? We should all have our own boats. That's all there is to it. Vegetables. Top 8. I'm going to take the first 3 people that answer correctly. Listen. Top 8 healthiest vegetables to eat daily. I'm picking one off of the list. The first 3 people to say it will move forward. Carrots and taters and carrots and kale and asparagus. I took one off of the list of the top 8. Asparagus, squash, tomatoes, carrots, not kale, carrot, beets. I haven't seen it yet. I thought you guys would get this right away. Kale, tomato, carrots, blueberries. Vegetables, top 8 vegetables, healthiest vegetables to eat daily. Celery, squash, avocado, cucumber, tomatoes, broccoli. Kale, spinach, mushrooms. That's a good one. Onions, beans, cucumbers. I can't even wait. I'm going to just give it to whoever gets it first. I thought 3 people would get it right away. Spinach, corn, spinach. Whoever says it first now is going to win. Lettuce, strawberry, onions, cabbage, sea moss, broccoli, garlic. Thank you, Jesus, super kind. Onions, mushrooms, peas, broccoli. I can't believe nobody's got it. I use these things almost twice a week. Ginger, squash, strawberry, garlic, beets, bean sprouts, banana. Soylent green, ew. Spinach, mushrooms, onions, kraut. Romaine lettuce, beets. Trevor Slater said it correctly. It's bell peppers. Trevor, you're so smart. You won again this week. Trevor, you won this week. I can't do it, bro. I can't. I made a promise. Trevor, I can't. Trevor, give it away. He's saying give it away. Trevor's smart. Okay. Here's the top 8. Carrots. Top 8 healthiest vegetables to eat daily. Top 8. Carrots. Turnips. Broccoli. Bell peppers. Mushrooms. Asparagus. Kale and cauliflower. I hate that I can't send this one to you, Trevor. You're too smart. You're too smart for school. You give it away, Trevor. You give it away, Trevor. All right? In the meantime, I'm going to do another. What's Trevor giving away, by the way? I was going to have the person choose. I was going to let the person choose. Trevor, you are giving this away. Just like I still haven't heard from Derek Anderson. Derek Anderson, I need to hear from you. Who got the book? I'm all confused right now. Who got the book? Carrie Crago, I need an address. Derek, I need an address. Derek, I need to know who got the book. Okay? Trevor is going to be giving one of these 2 away. You can either have the crunchies that still need a final cleaning and a nice little fruit, or you can have this gigantic bomb. One or the other. Okay, D, thank you for messaging me. Gotcha. Okay? So Trevor's giving this or this away. It's up to Trevor. So Trevor, which one are you going to give away? You'll decide and let me know. In the meantime, let's do one more giveaway. All right? Let's do one more giveaway. Now I'm still looking for a top 3. Trevor's saying the single fruit. He wants the single fruit to be the one that I give away. Okay, done. Done. By the way, this thing weighs, how much do you think this thing weighs? I think it's over 5 grams. Do you guys want to see? You guys like the scale, don't you? I think this thing's good 5. Mike Barbell's always almost perfect. Trevor's the one that knows the weights. Watch. Trevor always knows. Told you guys he's smart. Here we go. Let's see what a whale weighs. Of course, I have the scale right there. What does this guy weigh? Look at this monster. What did he look like before we dried him? Right? What a monster. 5. Oh, look at Paige. Look at Paige. Paige is on it. Yeah. What is that? Wow. Trevor's giving this away. Trevor's going to give this away. Gosh darn it, Trevor, don't you feel bad? You're going to enjoy giving it away, Trevor, I promise. Okay? Poor guy. Hey, Pops, can you keep the other really small gift and I get this one? No, I already sent your other one. Okay? Trevor, who's getting it? Have you figured it out or are you just going to let me know? Huh? Who's getting blessed by Trevor? Send it to Anthony Thornton. Who? No, I have to wait for Trevor to tell me who. Okay? How do you like being a winner and then you have to turn around and like get put on the spot? Trevor, he wants it to go to MVP and Kim. That's a great call. This is like what? Sort of an engagement gift? You're going to send that to them as an engagement gift. That sounds really cool. MVP and Kim for an engagement. That's really sweet. He said it 3 times. Sorry, Choopy, I wasn't paying attention. Thank you. Okay, so Kim. Kim, I think I still need your address. I don't think I have it saved anywhere. I try to not keep people's addresses. Kimmy Kim, send me your address and we'll get that engagement gift sent out to you. All right? Great call, Trevor, and thank you for being very, very kind and extremely smart. Final gift for today. Let's do one more giveaway. You ready? Here we go. We're still want to talk about vegetables. Top 8 states for fruit and vegetable production. These are the top 8 states that are producing fruits and vegetables. Go. Fruits and vegetables, top 8. We have California and Wisconsin and Florida and Georgia, and Ohio and Michigan and Florida and California and Australia, and Ohio and Florida and California and Michigan and Florida, and Georgia, and there's the answer. Achilles chip, got it correct. I picked Arizona off of the list. The answers were New York, Arizona, Michigan, Florida, Oregon, Washington, Georgia, California. I picked Arizona. And so did, let me see again. So did, I'm going backwards. So did Achilles chip. Achilles, I've never sent you anything before. I'm glad you won. Okay? I'm glad Achilles chip won. Achilles, way to go. I'm going to give you a choice. Achilles, now, you'll have to send me your address. I know. Could you believe it's Arizona, Vegas? That's why I picked that one, because I'm like, really? I guess they do a lot of, I don't know. They seem so hot, right? Achilles, which one do you want? I can send you, this is Ghost. Still needs to be cleaned up. It's got a little seeds and a little, and it's got a nice fruit in here. There's 7 grams there. There's 7 grams. Or I can send you this guy. I can send you this guy. Which one would you like? Achilles is going to either take this bag or he's going to take the big fruit. Which one would Achilles like? And as soon as he tells us, we can call it a day. Which one does he want? He wants the crunchies. Boop, 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 boop. That's probably a good choice, Achilles. It's probably a good choice. You know why? You guys want to see. You know you want to see it. You know you want to see it. Right? Who wants to see it? Now that's still in a sealed bag. I'm not going to take it out of the bag. Bag probably weighs, what, half a gram? Great choice, Achilles. It looked like it is, but it's no 7 grams. Okay? Good choice. You guys are getting smart out there. I think I'm teaching you. I think I'm training you guys this stuff. Yep, I take all the credit. I'm taking all the credit. Have a beautiful day, you guys. I hope you had as good a time today as I did. Read some beautiful letters that were written by some sweet men today. Thank you. Continue to grow together. If you need things, reach out to us. Let us know. Be there for one another the way you already are. Let's grow this community in a positive and kind way. And we'll continue. The rest of this week, we'll keep talking about what we do. What are we ingesting? How's it impacting us and why? Okay? Love you guys. Have a great day. Do your best. We haven't forgotten. We'll be picking up the book again this week. We're at the very end of the 4th agreement. We'll be hitting that. And remembering that just do our best. Have a great day, you guys. Thanks for being here this morning, Jolie and Kingy and American One. And Ibs, you too, and Wessie, and Catherine Pierce and CCS. Making an awesome one there. I love that man. Dumbbud and Slingy. And Green Table and Jeffrey Hodgson. Jeffrey all the way from New Zealand. He's a Tasmanian devil. Sharon, I love you, Sparky Glastron and Nippy. And Laura, have a divine day, Hippie Kitty. I love Hippie Kitty Key. Anthony, have a wonderful day. And Cleany and Sandman. Don't we appreciate everybody, Sandy? I just love being appreciative. Mushy, I love you, kid. Have a great day, you big old galoot. Hank and Carrie Crago, happy birthday. Send me an address. Ibs and Benny Ben and Herbie Verby, come up. And Hags, have a great day. Ibs and Jeffrey and Carlotta and RX. RX. And Gypsy Life. She is a gypsy. Stags and Nerd and Saturn and Jesus Christ in Australia. Achilles, send that address to the DetroitMushLab.net. Okay? Brandy Ann, love you. And Gutty and Royce. Royce is rolling. And Spoonie and Kim. I need that address, sweetie. Clean and Jesus Christ and Blinky Blank. Blink. Sharon, just give it away. Captain Shroomy, Satwise. Sharon, you're a good example of give it awayers. Anthony and CCS and Nips and Jesus. And Trevor, thanks for your kindness today. Smarty Pants, Michael Brown, Tiffany, Good Kids, Ibn and Bai, and Liddy Ladran, and Catherine and Mushmouth, and Saturn, Mike Buddy Ball, and Corey Clay. Good morning, Corey, MVP, Jesus Christ, Kimberly, Pagey, Page, CCS, and Sharon and Mike, and Royce, and KDB, and Chilbert all the way from the UK, Herbie, and Jesus Christ, and Trevs, and Street Bawab. Let's go to New Hampshire. Achilles and Dumbutt and Kippy Capdank and Mike and Capdank and Choops and Doops and Captain and Vagues. You have a wonderful day. You stay too. Mushy and Pagey and City and Michael Brown. Oh, airmail. Yard. How about Hubcap and who was it? Hubcap and Yard Sale. Hubcap and Yard Sale. Paige and Sid Hunter and Michael and Billy Dee and Jesus and KDB and Herbie Werby. Come up. Hippie and Jesus Christ. Pops. Peace. Love each other. Take care of each other. Be kind to your family. Out.